Hi everyone, this is Rabia's blog, and I'm with New Way to Feel the Pain, and we're going to discuss the first three seasons of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic TV series. So, what are some questions? What are some things that you want to talk about? My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, New Way to Feel the Pain.
I really like the show. It's really interesting, and I love each of the characters and the setting and the plot. It's all very well. So maybe we can talk about what we like about the show and ask each other questions. You know, like what's your favorite villain or what's your favorite episode or etc. You know.
Yeah, we could do like something like that. So, start off with what are your favorite episodes?
I have to say, my favorite one from season one has to be Applebuck season. My favorite one from season two has to be maybe the last roundup. I like that.
Oh, the Cantaloupe wedding episode.
Season three.
Oh, season three.
Yeah, I love that episode. Yeah, that was. I'm just naming the non finale or non openers. You know, those kind of episodes.
Oh.
What about you, Rabbit Ears Box? What kind of episodes do you like?
I liked a lot of the season openers. Like I like the first season episode where it opens up with Nightmare Moon terrorizing Equestria. That was one of my favorites. And then I also like a Cantaloupe wedding where Twilight was trying to tell everybody that something's wrong with the princess, but nobody believed her, and it turns out it was Queen Chrysalis, I think, who was masquerading as the princess. So I like that one. And then I like a lot of episodes that had the Cutie Mark Crusaders, like, because I thought, you know, Sweetie Belle is one of my favorite My Little Pony characters, and so I like any episode that features her in it. And then I also like the episode where Applejack and Twilight and Rarity all had a sleepover together in the first season, I believe. So I like how they were trying to bond with each other despite Rarity and Applejack having like differences in their personalities.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that brings up another question. You probably answered this already, but I want to make sure. What's your favorite pony? I mean, besides Sweetie Belle.
My favorite pony. My favorite pony is probably Fluttershy. Like, she's like that type of character who's shy, but she's so like she's like the most innocent and the cutest character in the entire main cast. And I've always loved how she's like so shy, but she still helps around. And then I also like Rainbow Dash because she's like that type of character who's like will help out anybody in a bind. So I really liked her character too. Who's your favorite pony?
Yeah, that's true. And my favorite pony is that's a bit of a toughie. I'd have to say maybe I think Twilight. Twilight is I like her. But wait, sorry. Okay, I like Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. Like a Pie, because those are the two main characters I can relate to the most.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I could be very shy. Sometimes I could be like a party animal.
Yeah.
You know, which one can you relate to the most?
I relate most to Fluttershy because she's that type of character who's so shy, and I'm usually shy all the time too. So I can relate to her a lot more.
Me too. Yeah, me too, except I'm not that shy.
Oh, no. I'm not that shy either, but yeah, I relate to her a lot more than the other ponies.
Yeah, that's true. And for some reason, Pinkie Pie reminds me of Dee Dee from Dexter's.
Oh, Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory. Oh, yeah. Did you see any previous incarnations of My Little Pony before Friendship is Magic?
Not really, but I did I heard about it. That's the thing. And now that we're on the subject, do you think maybe you can ask me about the how he came like how he came to the show, like
How we started liking the show.
Yeah, like how we bumped into the show and started liking it. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I it's been a while. How did I get next? Oh yeah. Okay, so like I had a friend. This was back in 2011. We were talking, and he sent me a video of MLP. It was the scene where Princess Alexia is being trolled. She was like she pretended her cup wasn't full. You know that the people say she acted like a troll there. That scene.
Oh
It's
yeah.
funny, and I didn't know how to react. I just thought it was weird. Then a year later, I think 2012, around there, I came back to the show because I found a video online. It was like a remix. It was, I think, like Skrillex, and it was "We Kill Everybody in the World" one. That one, if you guys know that one. And I was sort of getting curious, but not yet. And then one day, I can't remember when. One day, I wanted to see this show, so I sat down, watched the first episode, and then I was hooked. So I kept watching episode after episode, and I only saw the first 3 episodes, and then I stopped after a while, and I just saw random episode to random episode. Then I stopped, and then I went back. I watched everything until the movie 2, and I've seen half of season 4. Still, so no spoilers, people. No spoilers, eh? And anyways, I'm still going through season 4, so watching. So what about you, Rabbit Ears Blog? How did you get introduced to the show?
I got introduced to the show. A friend of ours had sent a DVD, or like they recorded the show on this DVD, and we were watching the pilot episode, me and my sister, and it was the episode where Nightmare Moon took over Equestria, and when I was watching the first time, I was like, this show's not so bad. And then we started watching the rest of the episodes on the DVD, and then I was like, oh, this show's pretty good. So we've been getting a lot of DVDs from My Little Pony series for a while, ever since that happened, and I've been hooked on to the show ever since.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone gets hooked on that show, and out of all things, it's My Little Pony.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny though.
Yeah, that was I was so surprised.
Good show though.
Yeah, that's what I was so surprised about. I was like, everybody's like so into My Little Pony nowadays. I never would have thought that would be the show that everybody would get into, but it's like amazing how popular it's gotten over the years since it first came out, and now we got
with their male fans called bronies. If you take the word bro and pony, it becomes brony.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with Pegasisters, Pegasus. They call females Pegasisters. It's like Pegasus, but Pegasisters, like sister.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Female fans are called Pegasus.
That was probably the
it has a big fan base.
That was probably the most surprising
similar
thing.
to SpongeBob or Adventure Time, or it has a big fan base.
Yeah, that was like the most surprising thing for me. Like everybody started making fan clubs, like the Bronies and the Pegasisters coming up. So that was something that was really interesting to me. But I'm glad that the show got really popular at this point on.
Yeah, that's true. And I too enjoy the show too a lot. It's a good show. I don't know what else to say. So do you have any more questions for me?
Yes. What did you thought about the first Equestria Girls movie? Like, what was your reaction when you saw the ponies being transformed to humans in that one?
Well, when I first saw the first leaked images, the one where they're like on the like they're in the hallway, that one, they're like in a stack, guys, what I'm talking about. Anyway, like that one, I was a bit skeptical. Like I didn't know, like it didn't look that great. But you know what? In the past, whenever I looked at stuff and it wasn't good, there was always a twist to it. So I was hoping it could have a chance. Like I gave the show a chance, so maybe this could be good. So I waited a bit till like some more stuff leaked, and then one day, surprisingly, a trailer leaked, and at first I thought it wasn't real, even like I thought it was a fanfic or something, but the trailer was there, and I started watching it, and some more stuff leaked on later on, including a new trailer, and I actually was getting like more excited and interested. I really wanted to see it. So I um I originally wanted to go to the theater and watch it because it had a very, very limited release, but I never had the chance. So instead, I found it online. But I still wanted to try to go to a theater, so I tried as much as I can not to watch it. But I watched like half the end, half of this part. I couldn't stop watching it. Like I wanted to. By the time I didn't want to watch it, I already watched like half of it, and it was like it was at first I did like it, but then I watched reviews and I started looking at it more, and I don't know. Right now, I think it's meh. I find it meh. Definitely not as good as the show, in my opinion, but it it's actually pretty interesting though. I do like it. It's good, and
Yeah.
I heard a sequel's coming too. A few clips online, yeah. So yeah, what about you? What do you have to say about it?
When I first heard about it, I was like a little skeptical too because especially since I found out they were going to be human beings, and I was like, "You're changing the ponies into human beings so soon." But then I started watching it, and I think it had a pretty interesting storyline. Like I like the fact that it was exploring like they were like setting up the story like it would be a what if universe if what if the ponies were human beings, how would they be like in high school and stuff like that. So I found that part really interesting, and I did like the villain plot of the story. It was pretty interesting too, but like you said, probably not as good as the TV series itself, but it was still a bit interesting to watch because it's one of those what if scenarios. What would happen if the ponies were human beings, and how would they solve this and that in that type of universe.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and also I liked another thing I liked about the movie is the songs. Um, well, actually, most notably I like there were two songs from the movie I absolutely loved. That was I like the get up, get down, everybody move around, like that one, the crown one.
Oh yeah,
I forgot what it was called, but it was like,
that was.
that one was catchy. I also like the yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty catchy too.
Yeah, I also like the "This is our big night." Everybody, yeah, that was another highlight of the movie. I like that, and a few jokes made me giggle. I have to admit,
Oh
I like
yeah.
Spike was funny during the movie. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I loved when they made Spike into a dog in that one. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they're gonna do in the second film. Like what kind of storyline they're gonna tackle.
yeah, and this time I really hope I can catch it in the theater. Like I really want to see it. Uh, but um, but I'm just a bit disappointed that the show isn't. It's popular, but I just wish it got more popularity. But it airs on the Hub, but I wish it was like on shows like Teletoon or Nickelodeon or got more recommendation by kids. Because like I find that there are more adults that like this than kids. I think half the fan base.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I
It's
wonder
really
I wonder why this show never aired on Nickelodeon in the
really
first place. This would be a show I think
yeah, like
Nickelodeon
get
could
more
take in.
get more recognition and more. We have shitty shows like those CGI crap. Like there are a few good shows, but like we can have. I mean, we can have that, but not this. Like what the heck? And I have to admit, maybe they should kill off SpongeBob so they can add in more better shows. Maybe like let's say Adventure Time or My Little Pony or that the new anime series that everyone loves, The Legend of Korra. I think that's that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Like
like
if they put My Little Pony on Nickelodeon, I think they could have more variety on that channel or something because it's like on Nickelodeon all they have is mainly SpongeBob, and even though they got good shows like Legend of Korra on there, it's not enough to like provide like more
yeah,
diversity
but
with it.
let's face it, let's face it though, old Nickelodeon though is dead. New Nickelodeon, there are a few good shows, but most notably SpongeBob has definitely died. Like really, like I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like I heard that there's a second film coming, and I saw the poster and I'm a bit skeptical, like I was with MLP, but this time it's with the animation change because I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just a poster, but I think they're gonna turn it into a CGI movie. I'm not sure
Oh.
though, but if they do, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna be excited. I mean,
Me,
if it's hand drawn, then I'm gonna have some hope. Because
yeah.
when I was young, I didn't get to see the movie in theaters, but my friend did, and he liked it. Um, I was going to go with him, but I think he had plans at the last second, and I saw it on TV later on, but I didn't see the whole thing. So I saw that half the beginning I didn't see, so it kind of confused me a bit. I didn't know what was going on until like it got to the middle. You know, more friends came in. You know, like yeah, like I would love to experience SpongeBob or like any hand drawn movie in a theater. You know, the only
Yeah.
the only hand drawn movie, yeah, basically the only hand drawn movie I ever saw in theaters that I can remember is Lilo and Stitch. That's the only one I saw in theaters.
Yeah, we should talk about what happened to hand drawn movies and movie theaters on the next topic because that's a good one. And I don't like.
Apparently, I think Disney is talking about a new animation technique like they used in Paperman, that short that played before the Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh
They're
yeah.
having a new hand drawn technique, CGI, but apparently the studio executives at Disney said that it's a bit too early for this to happen, so it'll come over time, maybe. I don't know, but I would just love to see hand drawn come back. Like it has to come back.
Me too. I really miss hand drawn animation nowadays, and I don't mind CGI for the most part, but I think there's just too much of it, and I would like to see some hand drawn movies come back someday because I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
missing them.
Well, at least we have anime and Flash. That's sort of a bit.
Yeah, I'm happy anime's still keeping being traditionally animated, so that's good. But yeah, I really want to see hand drawn animation back.
That's true. So, do you have any more questions?
And this is probably the last general question. What do you hope to see more from this series?
Um, I would love to answer this, but let's say there's a plot I want to mention, but let's say they did it already in season 4, and I haven't seen all the episodes yet.
Yeah.
But what I would love to see is maybe maybe one where they're they're maybe reinventing a story, maybe like one like they did in Heartwarming Eve, a bit like that.
Okay.
But with a few more twists. Or maybe one involving Discord or something, like a big, epic, interesting plot. Another one like that. I think they said apparently there's one in I think they said some fans at season 4 had a lot of interesting plots, but from what I've seen so far, there were a few, but I think it's more during the latter half. Like there's one episode called Twilight Kingdom. I haven't seen that one yet, but I really want to see it.
Okay.
And now that season 4 is done, I might finish watching the episodes if I can find it. YouTube sometimes blocks these episodes, and it gets really hard to find.
Yeah.
And I would love to see again the movie, and it's interesting. I just hope I can live up to my expectations. Be better than the first one at least, or also I heard that they're confirming season 5, so I'm hoping that this will open doors for more interesting, great plots.
Yeah. I feel the same way too. Like I hope they maybe explore more storylines with Spike and see him have more potential in the later seasons, and maybe see the ponies take on more bigger threats than they're taking on before. So I like to see that happening in later seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is, what did you think about the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
I think that they're cute, and they're good for the show.
Yeah.
They represent younger kids, and kids could probably totally relate to them. Like you want to always try your best in something, but you just sometimes you can't get the reward you want. You always try your hardest, and it's just everyone can relate to. And they're my favorite one is probably Scootaloo because I can totally relate to her, like trying to fit in, trying to impress like people, mostly like Rainbow Dash. She wanted to impress that episode. You
Yeah.
know, like she, it's, you know, like, who's your favorite Cutie Mark Crusader? Oh yeah, Sweetie Belle, right?
Yeah, I love Sweetie Belle. Like, I actually like her relationship with Rarity, like how she acts a little different for Rarity, like she's not so stuck up as Rarity is, but I like the fact that she's determined to get a cutie mark also along with her friends. So I also like Scootaloo too because I think she's the pony that doesn't have powers apart from Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
she can't fly. She can't fly though yet.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I like all three of them, but I like Sweetie Belle the best.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle's developing her magic, so she's getting there.
Yeah, that's a good thing. For all of them, so it's like they're kind of developing as characters as time goes on. I think that's really good for these
Yeah,
characters.
that's good too.
Hmm. What did you think about Chrysalis, the pony from the Canterlot wedding?
I thought she was nicely designed, and I wish we would see more of her, or if she's still alive. You know, like maybe she could develop more, or you know, so she comes back in the future or something. You know,
Oh yeah, like
we know that King Sombra is dead, but we don't know for sure if she's dead or alive. You know, there's a perfect opportunity for her to come back or something. You know,
yeah, like I think I heard.
that's one of the ideas do. They should do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she comes back in the comics, but I haven't read the comics yet, so I don't know what her role in the story is. But yeah, I would like to see her come back in the show again and see her what she could do as a villain.
Yeah.
And the next question is, what did you think about Twilight Sparkle's transformation?
Oh, you mean when she became an alicorn?
Yeah. What did you think about Twilight Sparkle suddenly becoming an alicorn princess?
I didn't personally mind, but I don't know. I kind of missed her when she was like, you know, without wings. But the whole fan base freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
calm down. Like everyone was
Oh yeah.
going bananas. Like serious.
I was like,
especially when there's a big change in the series.
yeah.
Yeah, you freak out. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. Like when I first saw that, I was like, y'all doing that too soon or something? Like I thought they kind of did it a little too early or something, or they didn't really have any storylines beforehand that says that Twilight might turn into somebody special like a princess. So I was hoping, if they were going to pull off that storyline, have Princess Celestia mention to Twilight in the past episodes, you're going to turn into somebody special and not just pull that out at the last second. That's how I felt like they did it. I mean, I don't mind Twilight being an Alicorn princess, but I think the way they handled that was like it was just too unexpected, and they could have like built up to that point before they made her Alicorn princess.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But I am interested to see what kind of role she plays now that she's gonna be Alicorn princess, and is she gonna be like the strongest member of the team or something like that? So that'd be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, and also stay tuned for me and Rabbit Ears Blog. We might do a part 2, and I might collaborate with her to review Frozen.
Yes.
If she agrees.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
stay tuned, and we'll continue.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Rabbit Ears Blog, a new way to feel the pain, and we'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.